Hello, welcome back to Diego Knows. I'm Diego, and we're going to talk about Sex and the City again. That's right. I'm going to finish my review on episode 7 of season 5 of Sex and the City, which is called, the title of this episode is called The Big Journey. The Big Journey, okay? So where I left off in part 1, obviously, Carrie went to San Francisco with Samantha. She's got to do some book signing over there. Big lives in Napa Valley right near there. So she met up with Big at the hotel at the book signing, and she brought him back to her hotel after they had dinner. Okay, and he basically tells Carrie that he's very upset about what she wrote about him in her book Sex and the City, and he did not realize how toxic he was towards her, okay, and how much he hurt her feelings. You know, he didn't realize that until he read the book. Okay, so he's basically not wanting to fuck her now. He's trying to apologize and trying to make sense of all the stuff that he did. You know, because like I said, he read her book, you know, and she's just trying to get laid. She just wants to fuck him and get it over with, you know, because she hadn't been laid in a long time. And he's like, no, he wants to talk about their past relationship and all that shit that happened. Okay, so it's not working out well for her. Meanwhile, Samantha wanted to get laid on this trip too, but she hasn't fucked anybody yet. She gets really drunk and has a midlife crisis. And she realizes maybe that, you know, she's not happy, you know, that she's been riding the cock carousel her whole life. And what does she have to show for it? She has some great sex, some great memories, but nothing that she can hold on to, okay? The only people that stay in her life are her girlfriends, and that's it, all right? So, yeah, so she's having one of those things, all right? She's having a crisis of faith, you could say, which does not happen very often for Samantha. Usually when she gets humbled, she gets right back on her feet. Okay, but right now she's all upset and depressed. She can't even enjoy her fucking bubble bath. Carrie kicked her out of the apartment, the hotel room, so that she could fuck Big, and she ends up not fucking Big. Okay, meanwhile, Charlotte finally signs her divorce papers from her husband, Trey. She gets to keep the apartment, but immediately she wants to sell it. Well, her lawyer, Harry Goldenblatt, he tells her about this place, this bachelor pad that his friend is selling, and he wants to show it to her. He shows it to her, and he fucks her. Okay, he's crazy about her. Okay, and I don't blame him for being crazy about Charlotte. That's the one I'm crazy about too. I'm crazy about Charlotte too. In this episode, she looks really, really good. Okay, she looks really good, especially when she had her workout clothes on. Looks incredible. Oh God, Kristen Davis, what happened to you, man? What happened to you? There's even a scene where Harry compliments her lips, and they were beautiful. Look at her lips now in 2021. Damn it, man. Why'd you have to do that? Oh, God. It was terrible what she did to herself. Look at her face now. She's like, That's what her lips look like now. Hey, this is a straight man's point of view, okay? I'm going to tell you the honest God truth here, okay? If you're easily offended, get the fuck out, okay? I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view of everything that happens in this Sex and the City episodes, all right? Okay, so if you don't like it, talk to the hand. All right? Because I'm going to tell you what your dad didn't tell you, what your husband didn't tell you, what your boyfriend didn't tell you, what your brother didn't tell you. Okay? For those of you that are fans of Sex and the City. All right? And I'm a big fan of Sex. I've watched every episode. I'm rewatching them right now. Okay? And I'm going to separate the fact from the bullshit. And that's what I do here. Okay? So, Miranda, thank God, is not in this episode, really. She only has like 2 scenes in the very beginning, and then Carrie calls her from the train, and that's it. The only time we see her, she's just stuffing her fat ass with fucking hot dogs and beer and chips, just like she does every fucking episode. You know, she uses muffins. She fucking stuffs her face with chocolate cake. She will fucking stick her hand in the fucking trash can and eat chocolate cake. Yes, there are episodes where she has done that. Okay, yeah, she's always stuffing her fat ass, and she doesn't understand how she got fucking fat after she got the baby. Okay, because she has not stopped feeding her fucking fat fucking ass. I cannot fucking stand Miranda. She's a fucking piece of shit, and I'm happy that she's not really in this episode. Okay, so now we're caught up. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this review for episode 7 of season 5. Okay, so when we left off, Carrie brought Big back. They had dinner together back to her room, her hotel room. She already kicked Samantha out and got Samantha another room. And all Big wants to do is he's holding up his book. He's holding up his book, and he's reading to Carrie experts from a book that she fucking wrote. Okay? And he's reading all the chapters that have to do with him. All right? He's going like, you know, he's telling her basically, hey, I had no idea I hurt you this much. I had no idea I was so toxic for you, okay? According to chapter 3 here, okay, when it comes to me, you're not very good at making very good your judgment goes out the window. You don't make good decisions when you're around me, okay? And I don't want you to end up doing something with me that you're going to regret later on. I don't want to hurt your feelings like I did before. She's like, you're not hurting my feelings. I'm horny. Just come over here and fuck me. Well, according to page 39, okay, that's what we always do, and then I end up hurting your feelings at the end. She goes, no, it's not your fault. Okay, you're unavailable. I didn't read the signs. It's all my fault. Okay, but look at me now. Do I look like I'm fucking upset? Do I look like I'm fucking wounded and hurt? No. I should be looking like I'm horny, because I am, and I want you to come over here and fuck me. He's like, well, we need to talk a little bit more, okay? Let's look over here. Page 39 right here. It says that she's like, oh, God damn it, So they're not going to fuck, and she realizes they're not going to fuck. All Big wants to do is talk about what she wrote about him in the book, which is it's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny, all right? Okay, so that's going on here. So Carrie wakes up the next day. The hotel lobby calls her for her wake-up call at 7:30. And she wakes up, she's fully clothed, and she looks over to the other side of the bed, and there's Big, and he's fully clothed, okay? He's got the book on his chest, but he's fully clothed too. So they did not have sex last night. All right. So she wakes up, and like I said, they're both fully clothed. She realizes that he's not going to fuck her, and that this was all for nothing. This whole trip to San Francisco, she thought she was going to get laid. She thought she was going to fuck Big, and she's not. So she's really upset. And I don't blame her for being upset. She asked him earlier, "Are you seeing someone now?" He's like, "No, I'm not." So what's the problem? So now what? Well, Big tells her, hey, you're not going anywhere yet. We still got some stuff to do. She's like, well, I thought you didn't want to. He's like, hey. I thought, after everything you read about yourself in the book, he's like, hey, fuck all that shit. And it's true. You know why it's true? Because men are horny in the morning. Okay, I'm horny in the morning. Okay, I don't really, if I've been awake all day and done a shitload of stuff, I don't necessarily want to have sex at 12:45 in the morning. Okay, I want to go to sleep by that time. Okay, I'm pretty tired by then. Okay, I don't want to have sex at 2:30 in the fucking morning. Okay, or 3 in the morning. Okay, I'm pretty fucking tired. That means I've been up all fucking day. All right. However, it wakes up before I do. Hey, straight man's point of view. I warned you. It wakes up before I do. So yes. I think most men are like that too, honestly. That's why we're always horny. Women are always horny at night. Men are always horny in the morning. Okay, they call it morning wood for a reason. All right, and that's what he's got. He's got morning wood. Okay, he didn't want to fuck her last night, but now he's slept. He's awake. He's ready to go at it. Okay, so he's like, yeah, let's come over here. And she's like, no, maybe we shouldn't. He's like, hey, fuck all that shit I said about you last night. He's like, well, what about all that shit you said last night? He's like, fuck it all, okay? Besides, you're going to need some new material for the sequel book. And it's shit like that is why I like Big. Okay, he wasn't acting like himself earlier. He didn't want to fuck her. All he wanted to do was talk about what she wrote about him. That's not realistic, okay? In real life, what would have happened? Okay, what would have happened was, if I was Big, what I would have done is I would have had sex with her first, and then after we had sex, then we would talk about the book. Then we would talk about the shit that she wrote about him in the book. That's if it was me. That's what a normal straight guy would do, okay? But this episode was written by gay guys, lesbians, and feminists. Particularly a gay guy. Michael Patrick King wrote this episode. So it was written by a gay guy, okay? So this is his idea of what gay guys do when it comes to heterosexual relationships, okay? Once again, someone who doesn't know shit about fucking heterosexual relationships is going to fucking write episodes about heterosexual relationships. Okay, whatever. All right. Yes, that wasn't realistic. If I was Big, I would have talked to her about it after we'd had sex, not before. All right. So that happens here. So they end up having sex. Whoopie-doo. Okay. So Carrie ends up going to her book reading, her book signing. She reads from her book, and she gets everybody claps. She's reading about Big and whatever the fuck she wrote. Who gives a shit, right? She gets a big applause. Samantha shows up looking like fucking Indiana Jones, and she tells Carrie. Carrie tells her, hey, yeah, we had sex, was it great? Yeah, but, I don't think it's going to happen again. I think Big's in a different place now because he read the book about himself, and she's like, okay, let's get going. Let's go get the train. And Samantha's like, fuck no, we're not getting on a fucking train, okay? Here, we got 2 tickets. We're going to fly back to New York. And she's got a limo waiting for them outside. So Samantha said, fuck all this shit. We're going back in style, okay? That was not style. That train ride was not fucking style, okay? So that's going on here. So they end up leaving. They decide to go back to New York. Okay, Samantha got the plane tickets, and what do you call it? And Yeah, and Carrie asked Samantha about her midlife crisis. How are you doing with your midlife crisis? She's like, what crisis? There's no crisis. So Samantha just fucking snapped out of it. Like, I guess once she got sober, she realized that she's an incredibly cool boss bitch who don't need no man and can do everything on her own because she's Samantha Jones. You know? So now she's back to her old self again. No more crisis of confidence. Okay, and then Carrie narrates the end of the episode saying that sometimes it's not the journey, it's the destination. No, it's not. It's the journey. Okay, because you don't know when the destination is going to end. So that was this episode of Sex and the City. It was an okay episode. I really like the fact that Miranda was not in it, so we don't have to deal with her fucking bullshit. I like seeing Chris Noth again as Big. He's a great actor. I know we all know about what he's been accused of and shit, but there's two sides to every story. Who knows? All I'm saying is I thought he did great as Big. He's great playing Big. I missed that character a lot. It was good to see. This is the only time we see him in this season. Okay, and this season is almost over. There's only one more episode, and then season 5 is over. And then when I start reviewing season 6, that's like fucking, I think like 18 episodes. So, oh shit, yeah, man, that's gonna be a long one. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna review the movies. I already reviewed that piece of show and Just Like Crap. So you're gonna rewatch those videos if you want. Yes, I will review. They did renew that show, so I will review that when it comes out. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna start reviewing some chick flicks and stuff. Just burst in your bubble, man, because I've watched a lot of chick flicks. Okay, and they're all bullshit. All right, they're all bullshit. Okay, and I think they do more harm to men than they do to women. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it off right here. Thank you for watching my reviews on Sex and the City, and I will be back soon with the review for episode 8, the last episode of season 5. Okay, so I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.